Good evening, Ken of Tortoise Capital. This is the nightly strategy podcast for September 15th, 2021. We'll go with the market health check. Want to point out the recovery from the excursion down to the Z-1 reversed today, and we got that nice upward move off the swing low. And to put in a nice one-day recovery move, took it right back to the top of yesterday's high into the dragon. We're halfway to Z1. We still have the PSAR angled downward, the RL30 sloping downward, the dragon is rolled over, sloping downward. The RL10 in the fall is now started to base, so one more good day, and this will have formed a swing low in the RL10, and then we'd have a Kata 2 formation if this holds. So I'm cautiously optimistic about a move to the upside, and everything else looks kind of standard. Note again once more the great big range day that was, $4, almost a full 1% directional move today. In the sectors, so in our 6 key sectors, we have the S&P was up 0.84. The only thing better was the Russell at 0.9. Q's lagged slightly at 0.74. The Dow at 0.68. Emerging markets were flat at minus 0.2, and Treasuries still holding above 150, but we're off 0.35 today. The underperforming sectors, consumer discretionary, ARC Genomics, consumer staples, lumber, blockchain, Brazil, precious metals, and the VIX gave up some gains today. So that's actually a favorable sign for tomorrow. To the upside, the sectors that outperformed, and there were many, we have S&P Tech, Finance, the other lumber, agriculture, materials, S&P Biotech, Mexico, commercial real estate, moonshots, lithium, blended commodities, and now the real big winners for the day: oil, energy, marijuana 5.25, Bitcoin Trust, oil exploration, Ethereum, and then the Bitcoin or the crypto large cap blend at plus 12%. So some individual companies that did really well. Notice all of the metals. You got Alcoa at 7.6, U.S. Steel at 5%, TX 3.6. So follow through in the metals was really strong all day today. Only one symbol, and that's from Luke with Cliff at the 400 tick. Nice strong Kata 2 and an RLXD exit, Kata 2 re-entry, Kata 2 exit, making bank in here. Reasonable effort with a micro scratch, nice stop and reverse for one and a great exit. Worth a shot, and then recovering a little bit. So nice work all around today. Yeah, and he makes a good point. You can't lose money on this trade. You got to at least scratch, because that will add up over time. But otherwise, nice work all the way around. Daily report. We'll start with the dashboard number 1. Bullish normal, overbought, slightly above average here. Has now got back into overbought conditions. That's good. Long-term trend is still weak. The risk Z is giving us warning about potential downside volatility after 6 days of steady selling and 1 day of recovery. The downside is still troublesome. All of the overreactions and channelings from yesterday fired this morning and turned in positive 1 day trades. That's why we follow that system. Microsoft, ExxonMobil, Chevron, McDonald's, and Intel continued to lead the way. No dojis today. Still lots of channeling and overreactions. I like the volume of auto framers that are available. And just a couple breakdowns today in Cisco and Goldman Sachs. And a bit of a breakout here in ExxonMobil on strength and energy. ETF 30, just two dojis, tons of auto framers firing nicely. And Japan is making a strong case. Oil and energy looking good. Metals and mining, oils and oil exploration, as we laid out yesterday, did well today. Lots in the auto framer to choose from. There's your standard trading framing data on symbols that are better than 2 to 1 on the auto framer. All good. And here you can see highlighted the what I think is the appropriate risk based on either the range risk or, in this case, the maximum 1 ATR risk that you can take. That's for swing trading 1 day at a time. Only a couple symbols in the daily squeeze. Still being dominated by the fall and the winter in the ETFs, and the winter and fall in the Dow. It's just, that's the season, so we're playing defense. Microsoft, ExxonMobil, Walgreens stands out, as does U.S. Steel. I think there's more room in the metals. And then metals and mining, oil, energy, those were the winners today. All right, that's all the other stats are within norms. So that's all for tonight. Let's get ready for tomorrow. Thanks for your kind attention.